I am great. I'm not in as advantageous of a position as Lane Kiffin is right now, but the apple of the eye of Florida and LSU, and there's other stuff going on with the Ole Miss that I want to get your opinion on. But how do you view how Lane Kiffin has handled his name being at the top of these coaching searches within the SEC?
The way that the crown prince jester of college football has for the entirety of his head coaching career, getting run out of Tennessee on a rail, getting left on the tarmac at USC, the rehabilitation clinic at with Nick Saban in Alabama, where my man got fired for calling plays. They ain't running practice in a college football playoff semifinal game, but he is still one of the great offensive minds in all of college football, and he is wildly entertaining to you and I. So this latest bit of noise around, hey, you got to let us know whether or not you're going to be the head coach at Ole Miss 2026 by the Egg Bowl is funny for a number of reasons. The first one is this is their best season ever. They could go 11-1 and make the college football playoff. The second one is they might not let him coach that team if he decides to take a job at LSU or Florida. I'm having a good time watching it, but I got to believe if you're an Ole Miss fan, you're pulling your hair out. But I'm going to tell you, this is how this man has worked the whole time.
Well, maybe you answered my next question then by saying it, because there have been some people who have thought, okay, well, if Lane Kiffin leaves and then I'm not going to have him coach, does Ole Miss deserve the spot if he goes to LSU or Florida? Just before you came on, I had argued that absolutely Ole Miss should be in the bracket. Different time now with a bigger field as opposed to other situations. I also thought it was different between coach and player. Do you think Ole Miss's status in the playoffs should be affected if Kiffin leaves?
Yes, I do, but I don't think that Keith Carter is that interested in really pulling that. I mean, we're talking about hitting the nuclear launch codes on this one, and I just don't see him doing that. Like, it'll be understood, hey, he's on his way out, but you want to keep the team together, because if you fire him, 30 days guys into the portal, and you got a mess going into the college football playoff, and you want to win the national championship, right? And I think Lane Kiffin wants to win the national championship, and I know all those players want to win the national championship, and they would probably vote to keep him there. So I don't think that's what happened, but it will be a very interesting and cold December in Oxford, Mississippi, if in fact we find out this man is taking a job elsewhere before he finishes the job at Ole Miss.